Hello and welcome back to Algorithm World 2022. I'm Jason Elliott. I'm joined today by Dan Falkner, who's Director of Wireless Products at Verizon. Dan, thank you very much for joining us today.
Thanks for having me.
So just to explain to our viewers, we have a long-standing relationship between Verizon and Nokia. Could you just explain a little bit about our partnership?
Yeah, a long intertwined history and a successful one, but over the last 2 years, we've started together to explore the space around private wireless. I think our history together has been around public and macro wireless, but this new market had opened up and customers wanting sort of cellular in a box that they can control and customize to drive their own personal use cases without reliance on a macro network. Seeing that environment come to fruition over the last couple of years, and our partnership together with Nokia's solution and our distribution has really been a tremendous match.
Excellent. And just from a customer perspective, I know we've been working with you and the associated British ports as well on a specific project. Could you just provide some more insights into that project and what the benefits were for that enterprise customer?
Yeah, absolutely. So the customer was having a challenge with just coverage. When you think about a port, not really a focus of macro coverage. So they had an issue with having things connected, and the company wanted to modernize its infrastructure, but had no option to do it because Wi-Fi and the environment wasn't very friendly for it. Outdoors, a lot of metal. So bringing a wireless network in there solved the coverage problem first and foremost. And what that allowed them to do is to start thinking about use cases to modernize their operations. And the first use case was, how do I offload cargo faster and digitize it, right? As opposed to using a clipboard and a pen and paper, you now doing that digitally allows them to move through that operations faster with a directly attributable return on that investment.
That's very interesting because when a lot of companies find like the whole process of actually digitalization and kind of deploying a new infrastructure is more complex, but it's a good thing to be able to kind of start small but think big, and that's an excellent example. Are there other types of applications and use cases you see coming forward in the future?
There are several, and we talked to a lot of manufacturers who look to the end of the journey first. AGVs and drones and really modernizing that infrastructure. But when you almost have to reverse walk that customer journey to start at the beginning, to your point, where do you start? And it really is just around simple IoT strategy. How do we connect everything? How do we monitor everything? How do we collect data so we can operate a little bit faster and better? And we see a lot of those situations coming up where customers actually want to get started to put them on the path to get to that end of that journey.
Excellent. Well, we absolutely do value the partnership and the impact and positive impact it's creating for our customers. So thank you very much for joining us today, Dan.
Thanks, and thanks for the partnership.
Thank you very much. My name is Jason at Algorithm World 2022. We'll see you later.